just to recap, we're going to look at how I ended the season stats wise. And that's going to be 290 attempts, 6.6 yards a carry, 120 yards a game, 1930, 18 touchdowns, 66 was the longest, 53 receptions, 732 yards, 13.8, 5 touchdowns. 36 was the longest. So I did really good as a receiver. So like I said, I have great numbers because if I had 700 yards, let me see, receiving, and then I had 1,900 yards rushing, I just got over, 26 total yards from scrimmage? So 116 touchdowns rushing alone. And if I have 2,000 attempts and I'm averaging like 13, or not averaging, I have 13,000 yards, I have like 6 something per carry. So I'm going to simulate. I'm not trying to see too much more of this season. We got the Bears in the first round. We just beat them last year. So it is what it is. I'm going to simulate. I'm not trying to play any unnecessary games. And looks like we didn't beat them. So that's the end of our season. I didn't really even look at the playoffs or where we were because I'm not interested. At this point in his career, I've done enough. We didn't even make the Pro Bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simulate to the next season. Yeah, we didn't even make the Pro Bowl. Imagine that, 1,900 yards, 700 yards receiving, 2,600 total, didn't even make the Pro Bowl. Had like 23 touchdowns total, didn't make the Pro Bowl. But, I mean, it is what it is. If that's how it's going to be, I mean, he is like in year 7, right? So, he's not a spring chicken anymore. Off season, I'm going to just simulate it all. Now we're going into year number 8, I believe it is. And of course, we're going to simulate all of training camp. At the end of training camp, we're going to go look at the roster if it changed at all. Probably not. I mean, hope not. We won the Super Bowl. So, yeah, it's the same roster. And in terms of me, yeah, this should be year 8. So I'm kind of getting close to the end, I would think. Look at this. He only got 65 interceptions. I'm pretty sure in real life, Eli Manning got 1,000,000 interceptions. Not no 65. I think there was like a record that he had like almost the most interceptions. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is year 8. So I'm getting closer to the end. Let's look at my Hall of Fame. Ooh, I'm 100% a Hall of Famer. That's crazy. Only in 7 years. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to end up simulating to the halfway point. And actually, now that I'm to the end of my career, I'm actually just going to simulate the whole season. Never mind, I thought about it. I'm going to just do halfway like I've been doing. Just keep the consistency. So this is the first 7 games. And then Green Bay would be the 8th. So I'll just simulate to the Eagles game. It doesn't matter to me if they're going to the playoffs or not. I'm just simulating at this point to see like where we're at. That's all. We're here at the midpoint of the season. And in terms of standings and record, we are 7-1. Having one of our better seasons actually that we've had even when we won the Super Bowl. And then individually, Eli Manning's having 32 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. That's crazy. Then I have 1177 and 11 at the half. Right now I'm averaging 147. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's crazy. 7.6 a carry, 11 touchdowns. And I think 2 a lot of that has to do with him being so good. I have 331 and I already have 3 touchdowns. So I'm going to just continue to simulate because, again, it means nothing to me really at this point in my career, what I do or don't do. So I'm just going to continue to simulate because I'm already a Hall of Famer. Like it just showed, I'm a 99% lock. So it doesn't really matter now. Now that the dream season is over where we started 7-1, I got to go look at how it ended. It looks like we have the bye week. So it must have went really well. 13-3, our best record ever. Won 3 in a row. And I was looking at it too. Eli Manning was going off. So he ended up with 4,800 and then 61 touchdowns. And it looks like he won an award, quarterback of the year. And then for me, 1973, and I'm going back to the Pro Bowl. So I ended up with 290 carries again, 6.8 yards per carry, 123 yards a game, 1973, 19 touchdowns, 52 was the longest. And then receiving, I had 45 receptions, 551 yards, 12.2 per reception, 5 touchdowns, and 27 was the longest. I wonder why now all of a sudden did I make the Pro Bowl though. It's kind of weird. I mean, at least I made the Pro Bowl, right? Because I only made it, twice? 1, 2. I only made it 2 times before anyway, so I needed this third one. I'm already a Hall of Famer with 2 Pro Bowls, which is kind of weird, right? I don't know how they determined that. At this point, again, I'm just going to simulate. So we got the bye week. We got San Francisco in the second round. I'm going to simulate that. Can't really tell if we won or not. I know we were 13-3 and we were the number 1 team. And we lost. Which I have no problem with. Like I said, I'm getting up there in age. This was year 8, I think it was. So I'm really trying to simulate. We made the Pro Bowl, but I'm going to simulate that as well. And we're going to simulate to try to get to year 9. And I'm also trying to see, too, if I have 13,000, I might be able to get the 18,000, which is the all-time leading rusher, Emmitt Smith. So I'm going to just simulate year 8. It's over with. The playoff stats don't really count, so there's nothing to look at. And then I'm going to simulate this off season to get to year 9. All right, we're going into year 9. I'm going to simulate the preseason as always. I'm like a super vet. I'm almost ready to retire, so preseason means nothing for me. So simulating that. Now that training camp is over, I'm going to continue to simulate and advance the day. Let's go look at the roster as always. Make sure the roster is the same. We just won 13 games and got knocked out right away. Eli, me, Brandon Jacobs. Same dudes. Looks like the same dudes. And I'm just going to start simulating. I mean, let me see. So that's the first 3. That's the next 4. So the Eagles game, as always, is where we're going to come back to. In year 9, we got to go look at the midpoint results. We have the same team as last year, so we are 4-4. I don't really mind or care as much. That's why I'm just speeding through. Eli Manning has 25 touchdowns. This is so fake because Eli Manning normally has like 20 interceptions. I have 153 carries, 7.4 yards a carry, 143 a game, 1146, 9 touchdowns. 33 is the longest. I forgot to go over the receiving. I have 19, 275, 14.4, and 2. So basically what I normally have. And I'm just going to simulate the rest of it. Dallas is the last game. I'm just going to simulate the rest of it and we'll see. Now that the season is over, I gotta go look at how it all went down. So we were 4-4 and when wow, so we went on a big winning streak because we ended up 11-5. That's crazy because we were 4-4. Let's see what Eli Manning did. Another big year, 4,600, 41 touchdowns. He's in the Pro Bowl. And then I'm in the Pro Bowl. So I'm at 4 Pro Bowls now. 283 carries, 7 yards a carry, 124 yards. 1986, 23 touchdowns. 44 was the longest. 35 receptions, 484 yards, 13.8 yards. 2 touchdowns, 58 was the longest. So I'm at 15-9 or 16-9-69. I think if I get another 1,900 yard season, like near 2,000, I'm pretty sure I'll have the all-time record. So I had a great season, 23 touchdowns, even though how old am I now? Like 30? Yeah, I just hit 30. 3 Pro Bowls. This was my 4th this year. So 10, 11, 13, and then now I think 14. So as it is, let's see. Of course, we made the playoffs at 11-5. Finished the rest of the week. Of course, I'm not gonna stress the playoffs. We should have the bye week, which it looks like we do. Wait, okay, I was about to say we 11-5 and we didn't make the playoffs. All right, I'm gonna simulate this game against the Buccaneers. If we get like any, see, look, we lost again. I was gonna say if I get any interviews, that means we won. Again, I'm not tripping at all, cause I don't know how he had 23 touchdowns this late in his career, but he's 30 now, so Pro Bowl or not, he should be to the end of his career. So I'm gonna keep simulating, and oh look, there's an interview coming up. I'm gonna simulate. Gotta be an interview that's gonna be like, hey, are you almost ready to retire? Because he gotta be. Just turned 30. He's about to be 31. About to be into his 10th season. And I'm doing a quick sim because I feel like I've played enough. Let's see what the interview's about. Have you made a decision yet? I'm coming back. I love this place. What's important for you? Place that has history. Did you make any demands? No. If you choose free agency, do you think the demand will be high? Of course, I'm a game changer. Wait, what? Oh man, I haven't been paying attention. Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't think his contract is up. They just want to talk because I know his contract is. That's why I'm planning to retire this next season. His contract should be up right in 2015. So he's gonna get 12 million, and then his contract's gonna be up. I was like, wait, what? The heck y'all talking about? Another interview here after free agency and the draft, or no, that should be. Well, it could be the draft because it's weird. It just says off season for a month. Doesn't say like March or April. Yeah, I like this quick sim of the 2 years like I did last time. Forgot what season it was. 4 and 5, I think, that I quick simmed. And I'm already making it known now. This 10th year is going to be his last year as a running back. When you start hitting 30, it's different. So I'm not going to drag it along, even though he did just have 23 touchdowns at 30. Yeah, rookie scouting. I want to see what they want to talk about. It got to be about like retirement or the draft. A back your age is on the downside of his career. What do you think? I'm just looking to make an impact. When free agency comes up, are you going to stay here? Yes, I'll be staying. A lot of fans complain that your salary prevents the team from improving. How? If we're making the playoffs every year, double-digit wins. I can see where they're coming from. Have you accomplished what you set out to accomplish in your career? Sure. Yeah, I'm going to simulate the rest of this off season. Yeah, they know it's almost the end. He just turned 31, so that was one of the quickest off seasons ever. I'm going to just accept, and that's going to be the end of this video. Next video, we'll worry about this next season. And there it goes, the end to another video following TJ David on his path to the Hall of Fame. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon. Way too fast, no replay.